Dr. Ramakrishnan, your award is in safe hands. We have a full house here today and the audience is eager to hear from you. Over to you.
Venki, it's been a great honor and a privilege,
yes,
the best day of my life, to receive this on your behalf.
Hello, can you all hear me? You can hear me. If you can hear me, just raise your hand. Okay, great. So, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for this award. It's a great honor, and I'm very sorry I cannot be there with you. I'd like to say a few remarks about the academy and education and what you're rewarding, as well as what the future is. So the first thing is, I'd say education and innovation are really the only way out of prosperity in the 21st century. Manufacturing is a route to it, but to do manufacturing in a competitive way is going to require innovation, because it's going to become increasingly automated. You will not be able to compete on labor costs alone in the future. There are also global challenges like food, energy, disease, drought. All of these will take new and innovative ideas. Now, Indians have done very well worldwide whenever given the opportunity. And all they really need to succeed, and all that is really needed for India to succeed, is to create the appropriate environment. And two things that are essential for creating that environment are education and infrastructure. Now, education, we've heard a lot about education. I know the Academy supports a lot of scholarships, but education needs to be widespread. It cannot be restricted to the 1% or 5% of Indians who can afford to send their children to English language schools. India is a huge country, 1.2 billion people, and for India to succeed, it needs an educated population. This means translating textbooks into vernacular languages and making sure that every child in India, no matter whether they live in a village or in a city, is properly educated in a language in which they're comfortable speaking. The other thing that's required is higher education. We do not have, in India, there are insufficient institutions of higher education and research. The government is trying to create new institutions, but this will take time because you will need to find the right people to staff it. So that's another problem. Infrastructure requires both transport and utilities. We've heard a bit about the railways, but India has a long way to go before it catches up with countries like China, Korea, Taiwan. In fact, most of Eastern Asia is well ahead of the game. And so that's something that India needs to put a lot of effort into. A third thing is to give young people independence at an early stage in their career. Young people are the most innovative. By the time people are my age, they're set in their ways. They're not thinking really new kinds of things. It's only when you're very young that you have that boldness. And so it's very important to give young people independence very early on. And a final message is that India is a very diverse country and it needs harmony. If people resort to sectarian violence, this is a distraction from the task of building India to compete and move forward in the 21st century. So thank you very much.